Hi Gadgets, what is up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Cece of the Good Life, and if you're an OG returning subscriber, welcome back. This video will not just help you to reinvent your life and rebrand yourself, it's going to help you to completely change your life for the better. Nothing you're gonna hear today is generic. It is not advice that is just picked up from the internet. It's stuff that actually impacted my life, and the key word is realistically. Okay, I'm talking to y'all like a big sister or like a virtual bestie. When I say I'm talking to y'all like a big sister, I really mean it. I really hope my younger sister is watching this video, because call it what you like, I'm literally living the life that my younger self used to dream about. Literally even being on this platform is an example of it, and I haven't even reached my peak yet. It is going to be a continuous process, girl. So this information in this video is also a reminder for myself. It's actually more for me than it is for you, but I mean, it's also a reminder for myself on all the things I have to keep working on to get to where I want to be. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first thing I'm going to be talking about is your mindset. Obviously, you saw that coming. How do you upgrade your mindset? That's the important thing. Like, how do you do it realistically? The first thing is to believe that it can happen for you. That's just it. Why not you? That thing you want, it's not so out of reach. It can happen for you. It doesn't even matter your situation. It doesn't matter if you have the finance to push your dreams right now. You just have to keep on believing that it can happen for you. Literally, change your mind. Once it's a doubt coming in, trust me, it's gonna come. That's what they don't tell you. But guess what? When it comes, push it down with the belief that you have in yourself. And guess what? Changing your mindset to believe that it can happen for you is free 99. It doesn't change with inflation. It doesn't have a currency or a denomination. So there's no ruling power here. It is literally free. That is something you can start doing today. You can understudy people. That's one way to change your mindset. If you see someone that looks like you, speaks like you, and is doing what you love, you can understudy them and realize that, oh, this person is just another person just like me. So if it can happen for this person, it can definitely happen for me. You also have to seriously work on not being small-minded at all. I tell my friends all the time that I have big eye. It's for a reason. Because I want to think that the biggest thing, the best of things can happen for me. You have to keep on working on that part of you that literally wants to shrink you and literally doesn't want you to get to where you want to be. The second tip I'm going to give you is set goals. Listen, literally plan your life out. Write out exactly how you want it to be. Write out exactly how you see it working out for you. Now, when I say set goals, I don't mean put it in your head, plan it out in your head, or just tell people, oh, this is what I want to achieve. Literally get a piece of paper or journal. I actually have one book where I write out all my goals. I've been using the same book since 2017 till now. Whatever it is that works for you, a notepad, an iPad, something you can always go back to, and literally, listen to me, literally plan your life out. Now you know what that big goal is for you, so write out what action steps are going to get me to that point. Do not be so focused on the big goal that you miss out on all the things that you can improve in your life right now that will take you to that point. Let's say your goal, for example, is to become CEO of a multi-million naira company. How do you get there? You're not just going to stand up today and tomorrow you're CEO. You have to work on teamwork. You have to work on your understanding of money and finances. You have to have a grasp or an understanding of how social media can boost your business. So what you can do right now is set those particular goals to teach yourself or train yourself to become that CEO that you're looking at becoming in 2 years' time or in 3 years' time. Do not be so focused on there and it's stressing you out and you're not doing anything about it, that you forget about all the things that you can actually do now to improve your life and make it better for you to get to that point. Also, when you're setting your goals, make sure that you're breaking them down into smaller parts so that you're not just focused on one side of your life and the rest of your life suffers. So for example, you could break down your goals into spiritual goals, your financial goals, social media goals. It could be impact goals. Make sure that you're breaking down your goals into these sections and setting a time frame for when you see yourself achieving this goal. Now, I told you guys that I've been using the same goal book since 2017. Let me give you guys a secret. There are goals that in 2017 I did not achieve. Guess what? 2018 I still didn't achieve them. But looking back at the book, I'm realizing that by 2019, I've achieved goals that I set in 2017 because I didn't achieve in 2017. What I did was replan and re-strategize in 2018. I didn't get to that point. What happens? I replan, re-strategize, and I achieved it in 2019. So what may have looked like I wasn't doing so great in 2017 because I had a plan as where I want to be, now becomes what is working for me in 2019. This is just an example of how setting goals has helped my life, and I'm certain that it's going to bless you as well. The next thing I'm going to talk about is self-care. For me, self-care was learning to love myself so much. I have learned to be selfish with anything that concerns me. I've learned to be selfish with my time. I've also learned to set strict boundaries for my life. For you, self-care might mean hitting the gym and being consistent with it because you need to be fit for the goals that you set for yourself or you see yourself achieving in the future. For another person, self-care might mean cutting out that toxic person in your life because you need to learn to take all that love you want to give somebody else and give yourself first. Self-care for me has also meant that I have had to teach myself how to be high value, and I always tell people, oh, I'm high maintenance for a reason. I say I'm high maintenance and people are like, oh, what do you mean by that? I'm high maintenance, but I'm the one that is maintaining it. I know where I see myself and I know that I'm willing to give myself that type of life. I'm willing to work towards it. You teach people how to treat you by how you treat yourself first. You cannot walk all over yourself or trash talk yourself and expect other people to act friendly towards you. They are only going to reflect how much you treat yourself. And this brings me to my next point, which is dating with standards is a must. It is so important because there's such a huge part of us that depends on our emotions and how we feel. I can tell you that personally, there are so many times that I wake up in the morning and I just don't want to do anything but lounge in bed. And to be frank, half the time I listen to that voice and I relax. So your emotions and how you feel in this phase of your life, it is so important. Do not date anybody that will treat you like a doormat and trample all over you and your opinions and how you feel. Learn to open up your mouth and tell them exactly how you feel. Speak up for yourself. I'm gonna say it again for those at the back. Speak up for yourself. And this takes me to the point I made previously, which is teaching yourself to be more high value. Because if you're high value, some things that you will not let your partner do to you, you would not even allow it in a relationship. You know that one person that whenever you post a new picture, that is when they remember that you exist. Block him. Block him today, sis. Block him. Or that one person that just comes in once in a while to make sure that, oh, you're still there in his repertoire of babes, and just checks up on you and follows you up for the next, 3 to 4 days, and then you guys go back to ghost town. Block him. That kind of partner is not great for your emotional state. It's not great for your mental health. You need to be sane all round for you to be able to work on yourself. Learn to say no. Not every romantic proposition is meant for you. I mean, it always marvels me. At home, they call you stubborn. You're the one that nobody can talk to anyhow. You speak up your mind at home. And then you get into a relationship or you're dating somebody and you're scared to speak your mind or to say no. That's the time you should be exercising your right to say no the most. Have conversations about the things you do not like so that you can be treated better. The better you feel, the easier it is for you to work on yourself. And if all these fail, it is okay to be alone. It's actually totally okay to be alone. It even gives you more time to work on yourself. Do not be afraid to be alone. This new phase of your life is going to require you to evaluate your friends. Now, friendships are very important. And I'm not going to tell you to go and cut off all your friends. I'm the last person that's going to say that. Actually, you need all your friends in this new phase of your life. But you need to understand that there are different friends for different seasons and different reasons. So there are friends that when you need to relax, when you need to gist, when you need to, have a good time, you hit them up, and they are the perfect ones for that, because you're going to need to distress. You're going to be working a lot on yourself. So you're going to need people that you can actually go out and hang out with and distress. You also need friends that will help you to work on your goals. These are people with similar passions or similar goals, and they are going to hold you accountable. So when you tell them, oh, I need help with this goal, they will hold you accountable to the action steps that you've told them you're going to need to do to get to that point. And I have that with my friend circle. I always say you are only as strong as the people that you associate yourself with, especially when it comes to changing your life for the better. You need to have people who work towards their own goals, because believe it or not, it's going to reflect on how you work on your own goals. And it's okay at this phase to make new friends. You can network horizontally. Instead of trying to maybe become friends with people who are already at the top of their game, find people within your circle who are already doing great and become friends with them, and you guys can grow together. Now, I know people are going to come and say, oh, I don't have that many friends, so how do I make new friends? There are people that you can make internet besties, and I have a lot of internet besties, to be frank, and these are people that I feel like, oh, they are really good at what they are doing and they are working towards their own goals, and you guys don't have to meet or anything, but just by following their content and keeping up with each other, and them hitting you up and checking up on you once in a while, that could be the motivation that you need to work on yourself. In this new phase of your life, you can't be seen everywhere. You can't go everywhere. There are certain places that you should not be seen. I'm not going to mention any particular place so nobody will say, oh, I said, or quotes me. But your conscience is going to tell you, I cannot be seen at this particular point if I want to become CEO of this company tomorrow. If you can't find places to go in real life that would actually help you towards the goals you're trying to achieve, go on your phone. Once again, for free 99. One of my favorite pastimes is watching travel videos, because travel is such a big part of what has also helped to influence my life. So half the time, I cannot make the kind of trips I want to make right now. So I go on my phone, I watch travel videos, and they inspire me so much. So whatever it is for you that's going to push you towards getting towards the goals you've set for yourself, go on your phone to those places. Now, this next point is very, very important. No matter what goals you set for yourself or where you see yourself going, your finances are very, very important, and your attitude towards money too is very, very important. Now, this one is also speaking to me because I have so much work to do when it comes to my finances. But listen, guys, you have to learn how to save, no matter how little. What you're doing subconsciously, teaching yourself a habit. So train yourself in the habit of saving the smallest amount, even if it's 10 cents, 10 naira, 10 cedis, whatever denomination it is. Train yourself until it becomes a habit that subconsciously you tell yourself, once I get this amount of money, I remove this percentage and it goes into my savings. If you get to the point that you see yourself reaching in a few, you're going to be handling a lot of money. So use the time now, set it as a goal to teach yourself about finances, about money management, about stocks, about how to invest. One way you can teach yourself about finances and money management is by reading books. I would 100% recommend these two books. This is Smart Money Woman by Arise Ugu, and this is Smart Money Tribe by the same author, Arise Ugu. And this book literally broke down finances to the barest minimum. This is something that is not taught in school. They don't teach you how to invest your money. They don't teach you about stocks. They don't teach you about what bonds are. They don't explain anything to you on how you should be saving or investing your money. And this book literally did it for me. It gave me the foundation that I needed to now teach myself more about money management, and I have like a basic understanding. So when I even see some times when I'm teaching myself about finances, I'm like, okay, I know what that word means. I know what they mean when they say this percent and that percent. Do you get where I'm going? And if books are not your thing, you could listen to audiobooks, you could listen to podcasts about finances and about money management. If movies are your thing, there are a lot of movies that are about finances. That could be something that you set as a goal and say, oh, every month I'm going to watch one movie that is dedicated to teaching me about finances. I even think this book is currently a movie on Netflix, so you can actually check it out. You need to start now and teach yourself about these things so that once you begin to handle money, it becomes like a natural transition for good. And you don't just get to the point that you've been praying for and not steward properly over the money that you are finally getting from achieving your goals. The next point I'm going to make is this new phase of your life is going to need you to work on your appearance. I'm not going to tell you what your style is, but you need to figure out what your most comfortable style is and start building a capsule wardrobe around that style, and learn how to style staple pieces for yourself. Learn clothing hacks. I know the next thing I'm going to hear is, oh, I do not have money to buy the kind of clothes I want to wear. Style has nothing to do with whether the outfit is expensive or cheap. If you have style, you have style. It's as simple as that. And for some people, working on their appearance might just mean them learning to take care of their hair better. For others, working on your appearance might mean learning to incorporate jewelry into your outfit and into your style. It doesn't have to be too much. It can just be dainty jewelry like this, or full-on embellishment. Is literally what you're most comfortable with. Nobody should tell you or dictate what your style should be. It's what you're most comfortable in that you should be wearing. If you love my style and you want me to make a video on my styling tips and all the tips and tricks I use when it comes to dressing and looking good, let me know in the comment section and I might just be filming that video for you guys. But the most important tip you need to hear from this entire point is you need to start dressing up like the person that you want to be. You need to start showing up as your future self. So if you want to be a CEO, you need to start dressing up and showing up like a CEO. If you want to be the world's best videographer, you need to start showing up and dressing up like the world's best videographer. And trust me, just doing that simple act can help to align you with other people who are going to help you on this journey that you are about to begin. The next tip and final tip I'm going to be giving is work on your skills. Now, wherever you're going to, there are certain skills you need to learn to get to that point. Even if you are able to hire somebody to finally eventually work on those things, it helps to have a base knowledge of these things. There's so much free information on the internet, on Google, on YouTube, on TikTok. Teach yourself skills that are gonna get you to the person that you see yourself becoming. For some people, this phase of your life might need you to start monetizing your skills, and at different platforms you can do this. There's WhatsApp, there's Instagram, there's Fiverr, there's Upwork, there's Discord. The list goes on and on. You probably might need to start learning to monetize your skills now, so it can push you a little bit ahead and get you the things that you need to get you to that point that we know you want to get to. So yes, so it's very important that you start working on your skills. And with that, I'm just going to close with this. It's not too late to start. It doesn't matter if you started and it was frustrating to do it all alone and you stopped. You can still start again. You can restart. If you haven't even started at all and you want to reinvent yourself or rebrand yourself and you want to change your life for the better, you can start today. See this video as you're starting to start today to work on yourself and become better. Don't say you are too old to try or you are too young to even begin. I say this all the time and that is the truth. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody's going to come and tap you on the shoulder and say, relax, I'll do all the work for you and you can just meet me at the finish line. So you can say, I want to turn my life around. I want to do 360. I want to change my life for the better. And just by saying that and believing that it's actually going to work for you, things will begin to work in your favor. Do not look at other people's life, especially with social media, and think, oh, other people have it better than me, or they have probably more opportunities than I do. To be frank, I don't believe that everybody's struggling, but a huge majority of your faves struggle too. Everybody has their bad days. Everybody has goals that didn't exactly pan out for them in exactly the way they wanted to. But the truth is that they pick themselves up and replan and re-strategize and just keep going. That is exactly the same thing I want to tell you to do today. Trying to figure everything and life out it is hard. As far as you're working in your purpose, the important thing is that you're struggling forward and you're struggling with a clear-cut vision that this is where I'm going to go. And I understand why this process is making me to struggle in this phase. With that, we've come to the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know it was a lot of tough love, but I promise you guys I'm not going to give you generic advice. I want to give you these actual things that have worked for me, and I'm very certain that it's going to help you out. Do not be that kind of person that wants to grow in their friendship circle alone. So share this video with your friends. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on more videos like this. As always, I love you guys so much, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Bye guys.